Today we are going to study functions of statistics. Here, number one function is statistics simplifies complex data. It presents the fact in definite form. Third one is it facilitates comparison, and fourth one is it studies relationship. Fifth one is it helps in testing and formulate theories, and sixth one is helps in forecasting, and it helps in formulate theories. We will study all these one by one. Here you will study first one. It simplifies complex data. Means ये कॉम्प्लेक्स डेटा को सिंप्लीफाई करता है, सिंपल फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट करता है. सी हियर complex data can be simplified and presented in a condensed form with the help of statistical methods like average, percentage can present huge data in a single value. We can use averages, we can use percentage, and so that the data become easy to understand. Here I take one example. We will study example later. Before proceeding it, I will explain something. With the help of statistical method, a mass of data can be reduced to a simpler number. Okay, this mass of data can be reduced to a simpler number. This mass of data can be presented in such a manner that they become easy to understand. And in other words, you can say statistics reduce a great mass of data to a simpler number to reveal the full meaning. For example, data concerning a large number of people can be classified and presented in the table. I am making this table. So here any data can be taken randomly. You can take any value: 46, 70, 85, 58, 50, 68, 55, 52, 44, 80, 75, 72, 40, 55, 90, 65. So if you calculate average of this data, it will be 1200, and total students are 20, so you will get 60 average. So marks obtained shown in this table do not carry any meaning, because by seeing this figure we cannot reach at any conclusion. You cannot reach at any conclusion. But if we obtain the mean marks of data, here what you have calculated, mean marks of data, then our object will be fulfilled. So the average marks of 20 students would be 60. Now we can understand the data by the average. So statistical methods make complex data very easy and simple. Second one is it presents the facts in definite form. It means economic facts will be present in a precise and definite form that helps in proper comprehension of what is stated. When economic facts are expressed in statistical terms, they become exact. Exact facts are more convincing. Here, for example, saying 310 people died in recent earthquake in Kashmir. So it is more factual, and thus a statistical data. It is more factual than It is a statistical data. Whereas saying 100 of people died in Kashmir, if I say 100 of people died, yeah, 310, 100, I'm saying 100 of people dying in Kashmir, that is not called statistical data. But when I say 310 people died in recent earthquake in Kashmir, so I'm presenting the facts in definite form. Mean to say, it express the facts in definite form. And for example, population of a country has gone up is not sufficient. Population of a country has gone up. Population of a country has gone up. It is not sufficient. But if we say that population of a country has gone up 2.4% in the year 2011 as compared with 2001, then this statement is very clear. So expressing facts in numbers, they can be made understandable. So because of that, an ordinary person can understand them easily. Another example we can take: collected data are complex and are unarranged until and unless these data are presented in a simple form. We cannot reach at any appropriate conclusion. So statistics helps in presenting the data in condensed form. This first one example I took, second and third I am taking. There are thousands of workers in a factory and their wages ranges 400 to 900. So this data can be put in condensed form with the help of statistics. This is clear from the this table. I can make this table, wages, and here I am taking number of workers. So I can make range 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800, and 800 to 900. Here I am taking 300 and 250. You can take 200, 150. How many left? 100. So total 1000 workers. This is total. So this is clear from this table. With the help of statistics, you can understand easily. So it presents the facts in definite form. Third one is it facilitates comparison. See, there are two types of comparison here: intersectoral comparison, sectoral, and intertemporal comparison. What does it mean, intersectoral comparison? Statistics comprehends the numerical data through intersectoral and intertemporal comparisons. Intersectoral comparisons refers to comparison across different sectors of an economy. And this intertemporal comparison, it means it refers to understanding of change in the magnitude of the problem over time. Understanding of change in the magnitude of the problem over time. For example, making comparison between rural and urban unemployment. if you have to make comparison between rural and urban unemployment in different time period. So you can use this. And if intersectoral example, you can take magnitude of unemployment across rural and urban sector of the economy. So with the help of this intersectoral, intertemporal, you can analyze the problem of unemployment. Another example we can take here, if you want to measure the level of production of wheat, if you want to measure, so of any two countries, so this is the best method. Statistics help in comparing the data. You can compare. Next one is, it studies relationship, means statistics studies relationship. Statistics helps in finding the association between two or more attributes. Here correlation analysis is used to discover functional relationship between different phenomena. For example, you can take example here, relationship between price and demand. Any commodity you can take, any commodity. It can be studied using statistics. Another example, relationship between supply and demand, relationship between sugarcane price and demand for sugar, relationship between advertisement and sales. Okay, so statistics helps in studying association among different phenomena. Number 1, number 2, number 3 and number 4. 4 examples are here. So with the help of statistics, we can study relationship. We can study relationship between price and quantity, demand of any commodity. Here law of demand, we are studying supply and demand. We can study relationship between supply and demand, sugarcane price and demand for sugar. We can study relationship between advertisement and sales. So statistics क्या करता है, relationship की study करता है. It helps in studies relationship. Here we will study number 5th. It helps in forecasting, means statistics is helpful in prediction or forecasting. Forecasting means prediction. So we can predict anything here. The knowledge of statistics is helpful not only in estimating the present, but it is also helpful in forecasting the future. For example, businessman है. A businessman, on the basis of past figure of sales, can estimate how much he should produce in coming year. He is a producer. How much he should produce in coming year. Then he can adjust his production capacity according to that figure. Special statistical techniques such as extrapolation and analysis of time series are helpful in prediction or forecasting. Another example we can take, suppose a student got 40% marks in 10th, then in 11th 35 marks, percent marks. Then what would be the prediction in 12th? He may score 90% also, but the prediction would be maximum he can score 50% on the basis of his prior result. We can predict, means according to his previous performance, we can predict if he studies more he can score 90%, but on the basis of his performance he can go up to 50 or 60%. See, statistics helps in formulate policies. Statistics provide the basic material for framing suitable policies. For example, it may be necessary to decide how much crude oil India should import in 2020, or this decision depend upon the expected internal production and likely demand for oil in India in coming year. So it helps in formulate policies. Many policies have been made in India, so statistics help in formulate. So in India, plans and policies are formulated well in advance of the time of their implementation. So statistics provides necessary information for framing suitable policies. It helps in the formation of policies in all the fields, that is economic, trade. One example is here. We can take one example. An economic planner has to decide in 2020, economic planner, he has to decide in 2020 how much of economy should produce. How much of economy should produce. So in other words, one must know what could be the expected level of consumption in coming year, and in order to decide the production plan of the economy for coming year, suppose say 2020. In this situation, one might take subjective judgment based on the guess about consumption in 2020. So alternatively, one might use a statistical tool to predict consumption in 2020. So that could be based on the data of consumption of past year or the recent years obtained through surveys. So whatever plans and policies will be formulated, that will be based on the knowledge of future trends. Here we observe future trends. Last one is helps in test and formulate theories. Statistical methods are very helpful in formulation and testing theories, hypothesis, and in developing new theories. For example, hypothesis like whether a particular drug is effective in curing corona, whether cigarette smoking causes cancer. So statistics helps in test and formulate theories. So इस वीडियो में हमने पढ़ा स्टैटिस्टिक्स एक कॉम्प्लेक्स डेटा को सिंप्लीफाई कर देता है, एक फैक्ट को, किसी भी फैक्ट को डेफिनिट फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट करता है। जो इकोनॉमिक फैक्ट्स होते हैं उनको डेफिनिट फॉर्म में प्रेजेंट करता है। इट फैसिलिटेट कंपैरिजन कंपैरिजन में हेल्प करता है। इट स्टडीज़ रिलेशनशिप, यहाँ पर रिलेशनशिप्स की स्टडी करता है। और इट हेल्प्स इन फोरकास्टिंग, जो फ्यूचर में प्रेडिक्शन करता है। मीन्स आप फोरकास्ट कर सकते हो कि फ्यूचर में क्या हो सकता है। इट हेल्प्स इन फॉर्मुलेट पॉलिसीज़ बनाने में हेल्प करता है। और इट हेल्प्स इन टेस्टिंग एंड फॉर्मुलेट थ्योरीज़, कोई भी टेस्टिंग करने में, कोई न्यू थ्योरी फॉर्मुलेट करने में हेल्प करता है। Here it helps in testing and formulate theory. Another example you can take, whether increase in demand affect the price affecting demand. If price increases, demand decreases, can be tested by collecting and comparing the relevant data. So this we have understood the functions of statistics.